Hello my lovelies, welcome to this perfume channel. Today's video is about perfumes I'll never ever stop recommending. These are my holy grail sort of fragrances, and I'll start with the first one. That is a phenomenal designer fragrance. Zadig&Voltaire. This is her. I've talked about this story before, but one of my friends growing up was wearing this. This was her signature scent, and I just remember thinking, oh, she smells so good. It still reminds me of her, but I love wearing this no matter the weather, no matter the situation. This is a fragrance that I recommend to everybody because it's milky, it's sweet, it's soft, it's caramelly, but it's tiny bit bubblegummy as well, just a tiny bit. It's so comforting. You will smell just like milky, caramelly, I don't know, like vanilla ice cream. Like this would be a perfect perfume to sum up the clean girl aesthetic trend to me. Just smells absolutely delicious, and yeah, you can't go wrong with this. It's such a phenomenal designer perfume. Next perfume that I'll never stop recommending because it's just so good. It is from Masque Milano, a niche fragrance, and it's called Petra. This scent to me is so regal. It has got tons of character. This is like Coco, the eau de parfum from Chanel. So it's ambery, it's warm, it's got a bit of this like apple cinnamon pie chord, it's got a bit of honey, but it smells kind of similar to this Chanel designer fragrance, but on a niche level. It's got so many more facets and notes to it. It's super long lasting. This is a fragrance that will get you crazy compliments. It's just one of those that is a all-time favorite sort of fragrance. I can recommend it to anybody and they will love it. And I think if you buy it now and you're a bit younger, you can wear it until like you literally come off this earth. It's that timeless, that fantastic, and the quality of this juice is absolutely great. Next perfume that I'll never stop recommending, and there's a few that I just rave about all the time, and I know, but some of you haven't watched any of my videos yet, so welcome if you're new. But this is one of those, Rouge Malachite from Armani. I believe they have got two different packagings for this fragrance now. I'm not sure why, but I've got the gold plate bottle, and this is such a smooth, sexy, understated fragrance. It is a fragrance that is wintry and cool, but at the same time kind of summery at the same. Yeah, it's just a great fragrance for all year round because it's got those elements of a suntan lotion by the beach. Those white florals, they kind of smell like a suntan lotion. They're a bit spicy, they're smooth, but then it's also a bit of the darkness, perhaps from this like jasmine tuberose fragrance. It's got a bit of darkness and a bit of that moodiness in here. It lasts phenomenally. It will project also amazingly, and it lasts on clothes like for days and days and days. So that's why this fragrance is one that I can wear any day, and I know I'll love it. It is that fragrance that makes me feel confident, and I believe it will do that to you as well. It's just an experience and a fragrance. If you like jasmine fragrances, if you love Alien from Mugler but are looking for something a bit more grown up and classy and more high quality, more smooth, then try this. So seductive. Next up is a scent that I believe many of you got because I just talk about it all the time, and I'll never be able to stop recommending it because it's my personal signature scent at the moment. I'm in love with it. Amouage Guidance. This ever since they first showed it to me, because I got a little preview of this. They gave me a couple of samples and I just kept wearing it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get a bottle once this comes out. I was obsessed with it. This is such a compliment getting fragrance. It literally gets me compliments every single time I wear it out somewhere, from strangers always. It's one of those that is super strong. It's likable, but it's very niche smelling as well. It's clean. It's kind of incensey as well. It's fruity and girly at the same time, as like a bit cool, and like you're that woman that like, don't talk to me. It's like those both, like girly and that woman together in a fragrance. It's a juxtaposition. It works. It's amazing. I love how clean and beautiful it makes anybody smell. It's so strong though, so be careful if you're not into strong fragrances. Give this one a sample, but man, is it absolutely phenomenal. And next fragrance that I'll never stop recommending because it is a great scent. It gets amazing reaction from people always, and it's a scent that I know that many of you have purchased from my recommendations because you've left me comments under my videos and you love it as well. This is a no-brainer fragrance. It's Chanel Chance Eau Tendre Eau de Toilette. This scent just melts into your skin. It's an everyday, gracious, elegant rose petals, just clean, fresh smelling fragrance. It smells like your skin but better, and it's one of those fragrances that doesn't come off as like heavily perfumed. It's very natural, and it is incredibly sexy. Often men will say that this is like their favorite scent on girls. Like often I've got a men's fragrance channel, and this is like the top fragrance that they always say, this is like the scent that we find the sexiest. Oh my gosh. And if I ever break this, I'll just repurchase it and keep recommending it to you. I've gone through 4 bottles of this. It's amazing. It's a staple. Next up is a scent that I'll never stop recommending again because it's a killer perfume. And sometimes I do have scents that I've got phases for. Like I love them, but then I kind of forget about them and I'm like not into them. I'm not feeling them anymore. But all of these pretty much I have had a love for them for years, so I know like they are tested and I know I'll love them, and you'll probably love them too. This is not like a phase fragrance, this is like a lifetime, you know, a solid ride or die fragrance. Nishane Papille Fico. This Nishane fragrance is a love at first sniff for me. It's so spicy. It's a bit it smells a bit of fig, but like a honeyed soft fig. It's got a nice like woody wood at the base, but just with a light hand. It's so feminine to me. This is a fragrance that if you like gentle fig fragrances, like sandalwood fragrances, then you'll absolutely love this. This reminds me a tiny bit of Gris Chanel from BDK, so if you love that sort of a fragrance, this is a bit more vibrant and fruity, less creamy, but it definitely has got this like feminine soft scent to it. It's yummy, it's so good, and I'll never stop recommending this one as well. Next up is my favorite Black Opium fragrance, and this, if they ever discontinue it, I'll really be very sad and I'll probably still recommend it. I hope they don't though. This illicit green version is my favorite Black Opium. It's just so nutty. You probably know Black Opium, so I don't have to say how it smells, but this one, the coffee is still there, but it's nutty, syrupy, dark essence. It's just so gorgeous in the way it smells. That nuttiness for me, I don't know, it takes this fragrance to another level, and it makes this fragrance a bit more rounder, a bit more softer, not as naughty, because I think Black Opium, the original, the extreme, is a bit like, whoa, I'm here, I'm going out clubbing. This is a bit better for every day, and just love this. Let me know what was your like favorite ever Black Opium, because they come out with those of flankers and they discontinue them, so let me know which one is your favorite. Next up is a fragrance that I'll never stop recommending because I know that many of you will love it. I have gotten questions from this one just from my friends actually, because they were like, what are you wearing? This is amazing. And it wasn't just one time, it was a couple of times. So this is that sort of a fragrance that gets that attention, but it's not screaming in somebody's face. This is Valaya from Parfums de Marly. It's my most worn Parfums de Marly fragrance, and I just wear it literally. I can't stop myself. I wear it to the gym. I wear it just going out. I wear it literally anywhere, everywhere. I love it. It's a very clean smelling, musky, peach fuzz sort of fragrance. Smells of laundry, but in a very beautiful, elegant way, not in like a literal way, because I find that those that smell very literal sometimes can smell just a bit too much like hygienic products for women sometimes. Like, I just don't like that scent. This is a beautiful, clean, hotel clean smell, lasts phenomenally, projects crazily. It's a strong fragrance. You literally need one spray if you're going to the gym. If you're going out, maybe 3-4 sprays, but yeah, you don't need much with this one. I'll never stop recommending it because it's just that good. Like, Delina is so popular, but to me, like, my most versatile compliment getting fragrance from Parfums de Marly, most worn, is this one. So I'll try to shift the popularity towards this one if I can, with my small influence, because yeah, you need to hear about Valaya. And I'll link a something website in the description so you can at least sample some of these and see if you also are obsessed with them, same as me. Next fragrance that I'll never stop recommending is an Hermes fragrance, and it's Eau de Rhubarbe Écarlate. This scent is such a classic Hermes fragrance, and I love it to death because it's so fresh. It's bitter rhubarb. It's simple, it's green smelling, but man, there's nothing as refreshing as wearing this in the summer. It smells so good. I know many people that this is their signature scent. This is their like fragrance that they just wear and wear and wear for years, and they can't get enough of it. And I think if you're somebody who is looking for a unique, freshy, try this. The only issue with this is longevity. I'll admit it is rubbish. It's really bad. But the scent, I mean, I haven't found anything that smells as natural. It has got that nice bitterness. It smells of rhubarbs as naturally as this. Like, I just haven't found anything. If you have found something that lasts longer, that is that smell, let me know in the comments down below so I can test it, but I haven't. It's still like one of those fragrances that, you know, even fragrance snobs, they all know it and they'll be like really impressed with your fragrance. Not that it matters, but it's just to show that this is like a really highly regarded fragrance, and I love it, and I'll forever recommend it because it's just a great, refreshing Hermes fragrance. Next up is a Chanel fragrance, and it is a gorgeous classic fragrance. It's Carmandel from Chanel. This scent, I believe every woman should test it at least once in their life. Like, go and test it, try it on your skin and just see its magic. I was, I think, 20 when I first tried this fragrance, and I was like, I wasn't into niche fragrances then. I don't think I was. Maybe I was trying a few, but not many. I tried this and it blew my mind. This is a gourmand, but a very different gourmand than something like a Kylie fragrance would be. It's not sugary sweet. It's not a toothache. This is a 5-star restaurant dessert. They're never really sweet. They're kind of like more on this savory sort of an edge. They're kind of, at least the ones I've tried, maybe I'm wrong, but they're always just that bit savory. This is white chocolate, it's tons of patchouli, it's a bit herbal, it's vanilla, but in this lovely dessert, like panna cotta sort of a way, and it is phenomenal. in the winter time, the patchouli really amps up and becomes a bit more chocolatey. It's so long lasting, so projecting, and this is like a classic fragrance that I myself will recommend to you forever because I think it's worth it. This fragrance is an experience. It's all fragrance wants to be. Like, fragrance wants to be memorable, and this fragrance is super memorable. And if you want to make memories with a fragrance, then I recommend this one for sure. It will never do you wrong. Next up is a fragrance that I'll never stop recommending, and this one I only got last year, but I've had a sample, like a big sample of it for years, and I was always thinking I need to get this fragrance because I love it to death, and it is Lyra from Xerjoff. This scent is a heaven for gourmand lovers. If you are somebody who loves your gourmands, you love your dessert fragrances, this amazing. It's this juicy blood orange. It smells kind of like San Pellegrino blood orange drink, like that orange. It's ripe and it's super chocolatey. It's just dipped in this dark chocolate mousse. It's fluffy. It's absolutely delicious, and man, this fragrance will make you just go to heaven and then come back. Love it so much, and I'll never stop recommending it because it's a guilty pleasure fragrance, and also it smells so natural. It doesn't smell artificial like many sugary fragrances. This one is not that. It's so elegant. Next up is basically anything Mugler Alien. I mean, some people might say like, oh, Alien, it's had its time and now it's gone. But to me, I'm not a perfume snob. Like, I will love a fragrance if it smells good. I don't care if it's a £5 fragrance. I don't care if it costs £500. I just love what I love, and I think there is many great scents that are designer, and especially Alien. It is a fragrance that is just so different, so great, and I love smelling whatever is new, whatever new flanker they come up with, and some are hits, some are misses, but I think it smells just so badass. The jasmine scent, it's, yeah, I'll forever be recommending you something Alien Mugler. And this time I wanted to recommend you the new Alien Mugler Hyper Sense. This scent, super nice for the summertime if you like Alien but want a very fresh version of it. This one is so nice. It's got a little bit, I think it's got a bit more neroli in here, if I'm not mistaken. It definitely smells like it, and it is just a light, fluffy, fresh take on an Alien, and I love it. I think I'm obsessed with this scent. Let me know if I'm the only one, but I still go back to many of my Alien flankers, and I'm guilty. I love them. Next up is a bit more of a newer favorite in my list, and I'll always keep recommending this one for you, and it's Bal Rouge from Mes Bisous Parfums. This is the Extrait de Parfum, and man, this fragrance is the sexiest iris scent I have ever smelled, and it has been just my new favorite. Like, it has become like one of my most worn perfumes this spring, like the colder spring and winter time. It's this like pear irisy scent that is really cinnamony, and also it's very juicy, and how the bottle looks, it's very red. Like, you see red, it's sexy, it's animated, it's strong, it's confident. I just have never smelled an iris fragrance this sexy before, and I'm all for it. It's long lasting, it's projecting, the bottle is really cool too. It's like a very tactile experience. It's this like soft rubber. Absolutely love it. It's such a good scent, really unique. So I'll try to link at least a sample for it down below so you can test it, but this I'll never stop recommending because I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Next fragrance that you probably have seen on my channel since the beginning as well. This is a long time favorite and another designer scent that I'm totally in love with, and I'll never stop recommending. It's Versace Crystal Noir. This is the Eau de Toilette, and I just think this fragrance is so cool, especially for the price of it. I mean, they have done such a cool job with this one. It's cool, cold, kind of like don't talk to me sort of energy. It's coconutty, but like this really cold, dark, coconutty scent that is so mysterious, a bit spicy. It smells a bit soapy as well, so it's clean, but I always say that this is like your emo girl that has now grown up and she's got a career and she can't look emo when she's going to work, but in her heart she's still an emo girl. And this is that dark sort of energy, the girl who used to watch all the vampire TV series, Twilight, you know, all of that. This is that girl. It's long lasting, it's cool, it's different for a designer fragrance, and it's a bargain, especially at discounters. You can get this for a really affordable price, and it's an amazing, amazing scent. Next fragrance that to me is a fragrance that I'll never stop recommending, and it's one that will be with me forever, and I believe many of you will also agree and probably have got this fragrance or on your wish list maybe, it might be, but this fragrance is Mon Guerlain from Guerlain. To me, like, Guerlain is one of those brands that doesn't release tons and tons of flankers, but when they release a line, everything stops and everybody is listening and smelling what they have to say, and this fragrance was no exception. This is the Eau de Parfum. I really love this and the intense version of it. This is just a masterpiece. I'll never stop recommending it. It's such a likable fragrance. It gets better with age. So you often tell me, oh my gosh, you've got so many fragrances, they will go bad. Yes, possibly they'll go bad. Only one fragrance has ever gotten bad in my collection so far. And what I do sometimes is that after a few years, I sell, if I'm not using it, I sell that fragrance and I'll get a new bottle of that fragrance. So that is my little trick if I'm not using enough of it. But most vanillic fragrances will last forever and they will get better with time, and they're quite safe if they're stored correctly, not in the bathroom, never, but if they are stored in a dry cool place with without any light. And this is one of those. I've had a sample of this fragrance for 5 or 6 years and it only has gotten better, and I now have decided to get a bottle, and I'm actually waiting kind of for it to get a bit darker, for the juice to get darker and macerate, because this like is a fragrance that you can buy for, I don't know, your daughter or yourself, and this will get better with age and will smell even more beautiful, vanillic, lavender. It's gorgeous. Oh, it's a classic. It's a classic. Love it. By the way, I have changed my hair. I've dyed my hair really blonde yesterday, so I'm still getting used to it. We'll see how I like it, but it's the first time ever I have dyed it so blonde. So yeah, if you are thinking something looks different here, then it's probably my hair. Just you have to get used to it. Let me know what is one fragrance that you yourself never stop recommending to your girlfriends, you know, family, when they ask you for what fragrances to get. And I'll link everything in the description box for you. And thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and if you'd like more people to see it, which always helps my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.